The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers as they play against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they have a lot of work to do in a short amount of time. Getting guys back, focused, ready to compete. This first test should tell us where they are now and how far they have to go to be ready for opening night. Kawhi Leonard in action tonight, the winner of multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. Shaq, for wing defenders, where do you have him ranked on the all-time list?
Well, I shook his hand the other day, and his hands are as big as mine are. But to answer your question, I think he's in the conversation with Pippen and Jordan.
And Jordan, wow. Now, he's one of the best perimeter defenders ever, but those guys are in a company because they've done it on a big stage. Shaq, but he's very intelligent. I love the way he approaches the game defensively, but doing it on that big stage consistently as Pippen and Jordan did. Whew.
That's saying something.
That's saying a lot.
Time for tip-off. We send it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
It's been a long off season, and we're ready to get back to some basketball. How about you? This is the NBA preseason special, and it begins right here on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. And, of course, they are still without Klay Thompson.
Kevin, he's one of the best two-way players in our game, so there's no doubt he's going to be missed.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, Steph Curry is the two-time league MVP, and Steve Kerr says he's maybe the most impactful offensive player ever. He puts fear into defenses like no one I've ever seen. No one's been able to shoot off the dribble from 35 feet. It changes the entire game. Kevin?
A game changer indeed. Yay, thank you. And here on the preseason, Smitty, it's an opportunity to evaluate guys we won't be seeing in the lineup during the regular season.
And I think that's why coaches and general managers, they love the preseason. You get a chance to put some guys in different situations. You have some guys that's a versatile 2 or 3. You might want to try him at the point guard position. Then you have some guys to see if he can guard some bigger guys. And I loved it as a veteran. I got a chance to evaluate some of the young guys when I wasn't playing to get a chance to even gain some more confidence from a player standpoint.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. We've got Green, D'Angelo Russell out there with Curry. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's McKinney in at the 3.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverley is a great shot blocker.
On reverse, the shot's good. Leonard's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Clippers.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Stephen Curry is great off the dribble, but he also is good at the catch and shoot.
Beverley looking around. Outside Leonard. Top of the key jumper, no good.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
Green with the ball. Leonard picks him up, and there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's foul number 2 for him. Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverley. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Curry is inside. He's against Williams, and the whistle blows as the basket counts in a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
Curry's gotten physically tougher, which can help you become mentally tougher. And the thing you like about him is he likes to put in the work.
Now here's Williams. Basket, good. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
Williams against Curry. Kicks it to Russell. And another three for Golden State.
This is where Curry's excellent, ball in hand, making decisions.
Shamet, he's guarded by Russell. Williams for three. It's rebounded by Golden State. They're getting their first look, a preseason look at the Clippers here.
But remember, they won the season series against this club last year, so they are comfortable.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. A baseline J, no good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Down low, deflects the pass. George with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Leonard against Green. Shoots over Leonard. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Right side George. Pass to Leonard. Opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Leonard's got 6.
He's a bona fide star. Kawhi Leonard with the workman-like approach.
Curry with it. Williams picks him up. There's Russell with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. 6 points for him.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Clippers are trying to revamp their roster. They will pursue the big-time free agents. We all know the LA market, it's a big selling point.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. 4th, the Clippers.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McKinney. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
That's Draymond staying alert, recognizing the defense breakdown.
Now here's Williams. No points in the game yet for him. Leonard against Green. Right side, Leonard. Over Green. Here's Zubac. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Zubac. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. It's a 3-point game. Knocked away. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Always up there among the leaders in steals. Leonard gets his team out in transition.
Curry with it. Williams picks him up. From past the arc. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. LA's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And they take the lead.
And it looks so easy for him. Lou Williams with the sweet-looking J.
Russell finds Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. To the middle. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. And that one's good. George.
Having a good, efficient start to this game offensively. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Cauley Stein passes to Russell. To the inside. Here's Green. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
What concentration from Green there. So talented at bearing shots and playing through contact.
Shamet. He's guarded by Russell. Here's Leonard. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
George passes to Leonard. Green with the block.
Green really puts forth a ton of effort on the defensive side. Always a shot-blocking threat.
Count that bucket. Green's got his second basket. And Greg with Kawhi started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Paul George. Coming off a terrific season, second in steals and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And looking back at his number 2 steal rate, yeah, he did gamble a little bit, you're right. But he also played some hard-nosed on-ball defense, and that was key. Now here's Williams. And Harrell slams it in.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Golden State's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Cauley Stein in the post. He's defended by Harrell. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Harkless is checked in. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Williams looking over the floor. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Harkless. Stolen by Robinson. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Curry's got 11.
Well, we know he's been confident with the shot. A big reason why they're ahead in this game.
To the paint. Here's George. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. George has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. He kicks it to Curry. Back to Russell. Got a piece of it. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry, good.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
Bounce pass from Williams. For 3. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
And here's George for 3. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 11.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Russell kicks to Curry. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And trading threes. It's a little bit of that mano-a-mano right now.
You know, I can't lie. It's fun to watch. Gets the players going and the fans.
Now, here is George. 11 points in the game. Count the basket. Steve, you think about Coach Steve Kerr as a player, the 50th pick in 1988, and for his career, the best three-point percentage in NBA history.
I played with him, and I played against him. Always had to know where he was on the floor. The perfect coach for this sharpshooting team.
Harkless with the steal. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
He's been making plays all quarter on a terrific hot streak, helping to build out this lead.
Curry against Williams. Curry looking it over. Outside, Green. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
Green keeping his cool with the buzzer about to sound. Love his calm attitude.
Outside, George. Here's Harkless. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Oh, okay. It's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Now, here's Green. He has 7. And it's Green with the jam.
Just an exceptional take to the hoop by Green there. Looking to see him go for slams like that more.
From deep, Williams. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Curry against Williams. Outside Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
Outside, George. Pass to Harkless. Kicks it to Williams. Leonard inside. He's against Green. Leonard finds Harrell. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Outside Curry. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Russell against George. To the middle. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Curry against Williams. Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. Launches a 3. Cans it from downtown. Curry's got 22.
This is what the fans come to see. Steph at his finest, putting on a show.
Takes the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare, rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And welcome back as our coverage continues of the NBA preseason. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
That's their mindset, and these extra possessions have been converted into a lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Alec Burks is out there with Livingston. Then it's Green. Then it's Robinson. And it's Looney in at the 5, roaming the paint. And he can't get the first one.
Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge. Also in his opponents' ears as well. And then there's the officials. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Patterson's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And Draymond Green, Greg, has been among the league leader in technicals. If you're one of his teammates or his coach, do you try to get him to dial it back?
You know, his greatest strength can probably also be his greatest weakness. That fire and motivation, really second to none. But I'd be careful not to hamper that enthusiasm.
Beverly, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Beverly's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
There's to Magruder. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Over in the corner, Green. Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Livingston. And that one's Beverly. And now it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
A shot that Beverly's developed. Once you have the floater, you don't always have to get to the rim.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. It's stolen.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Looney passes to McKinney, and he jams it with authority.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Beverly. Pass to Green. from deep. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Over his career, JaMychal Green has steadily worked on the perimeter jump shot. You have to respect his range from the outside.
Livingston kicks to Burks. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Puts it up from 17. Timeout called the Warriors. Now when it comes to getting fans out of their seats, the crossover dribble does it every time. It's so fun to watch. Who are some of the best doing that, you think, Steve?
Kyrie Irving,
Yes.
Steph Curry, Chris Paul, John Wall, James Harden, Jamal Crawford. Those are the guys and names that just stand out. Those are the guys that make the Smitty's top 5 plays under the rim.
Irving's handle is just phenomenal, I think, don't you?
Yeah, it is. I think he's the top of his class.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Warriors, number 1.
Do they love to run? Nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Here in the second quarter, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Cauley Stein with it, guarded now by Patrick Patterson. 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Patrick Patterson.
He's a regular at the free throw line. Burks knows how to put the onus on the officials.
The Warriors have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him.
The former University of Colorado alumni Burks, a solid 2-guard who can really light it up.
And so he hits both.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Shamet, Burks covering. Now here's Beverly. D right on him. Green off the left rim and out.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Here's McKinney. Passes it to Burks. Pass to McKinney from deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. McKinney's got it back down to single digits for the Warriors. Kicks to Green. Over in the corner, Beverly. Shamet, Burks covering. Here's Magruder. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Patterson can't get it to go. Here's McKinney. And Cauley Stein has it in the corner. And there's the pass to Burks. Shoots over Patterson. Offensive rebound. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Clippers. The Warriors have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. Calls for Cauley Stein.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Zubats is checked in for Patterson. That misses, so he splits the free throws. We always hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. Talk a little bit about the unique bond that you NBA players, Steve, share.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that brotherhood is something special, Kevin, because there are guys that's going through some of the same situations you've been through, and especially when you get a chance to talk to some of the veterans. And then the younger guys, when you become a vet, you share all that knowledge. And then what I love about it, that brotherhood, even when you retire, you get a chance to still keep in touch, and you see the evolutions of a lot of those players' families. You see their kids grow, and you love to still be a part of that unique situation.
Burks with the steal. Inside, here's Livingston. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
He stands 6'6". He's a combo guard. Burks is capable of handling and creating for others.
Checks covering. The Clippers again turning it over.
And checking out some numbers for Willie Cauley-Stein. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 12 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
Now, here's Livingston. Pass to McKinney. Here's Looney. Golden State moving the ball around. Rocket 6. To the paint. It's intercepted. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Launches it. And again, no good by the Clippers. Warriors trail by 7. Here's Burks. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
LA has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Now here's Beverly. Passes it to Zubats. Shamet. He's covered by Livingston. And it's Magruder in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing. It's hauled in by McKinney. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Burks. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Livingston. Shamet drops it in from 11 feet. He's got 5.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Livingston looking for the opening. He kicks it to Burks. Pass to McKinney. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. He's off on the first. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he's good on the second. Los Angeles leading by 6. The feed to Harrell. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
The Clippers have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
One shot, Jay.
That's good from Harrell. Warriors trail by 9. And there's the pass to Looney. The dish to Burks. To the inside. Here's Cauley Stein. The shot from the low post is good. Cauley Stein's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Doc Rivers, the coach of the year in 2000 with the Orlando Magic. A championship with the Boston Celtics in 2008. A great career as an NBA coach.
Now here's Leonard. 14 points for him. Shoots over Burks. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Russell high post. Leonard's there. Unloads from 9. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Doc Rivers came to the Clippers after he avoided a rebuild in Boston. But he's staying put in L.A. for the revamp.
A guiding voice for this team through some turbulent years. I think he's invested in making the Clippers a destination franchise.
That one is off. When you're evaluating players, Steve, as you often do, which mental qualities indicate a high probability, you think, of success?
You look at guys who can stay, I would say, locked in through adversity. You know, most of us are pretty good when there's no adversity, but the players that take it to another level, when you have things that are not going right, and they can stay mentally locked in through times when it's not going well.
Yeah, and with this increased aggressiveness offensively, Russell shooting more and more free throws.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Warriors have gone 6 of 11 from the line tonight. Rogan. Robinson hits them both. Here's George. 13 points in the game. Pass to Zubac. On the wing, Williams. Back to Zubac.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. To the middle. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Williams. He's got 8. Back to Zubac.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Over Williams. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And George kicks to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got a save here tonight.
Quick feet, quick release. Hard to check Lou Williams from beyond the arc.
Timeout called the Warriors. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
spots.
Now let's see some numbers here on Steph Curry. He's coming off an excellent free throw percentage, and with that effortless stroke, he climbed all the way to the top 15 in three-point percentage.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. Now here's Curry. He's got 22. Clock at 4. They double-team Curry. Here's Green. That one doesn't go. And the Clippers will come the other way. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, "Got a shot." I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot and have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
Well, they're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, D.A. Thanks.
One shot.
Warriors trail by 13. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. It's deflected. Leonard looking around, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Stephen Curry.
Comfortable inside, plus the 7'3" wingspan. Hard to stop Kawhi without fouling.
Well, in the case of Kawhi Leonard, actions definitely, Steve, speak louder than words.
He's one of the most soft-spoken players in the game. Takes a humble, persistent approach to almost everything he does, and the results speak for themselves.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go now.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket.
Whoa!
Good. And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. The Warriors have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. And that one misses.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Outside, George wants to get it to Harkless and does. Yep, that one goes in there. Harkless has got 7 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Curry kicks to Russell. Back to Curry. Six to shoot. Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 12 points for Draymond Green.
Get the best shot you can get. Draymond active in the paint.
Pass to Harrell. Inside. Here's Harkless. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Russell dishes to Robinson. 30 seconds left to play here in the half. And Curry, here we go. Cauley Stein finds Robinson. Ring shot on the way. He can't ball. George with the defensive effort.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Draymond is such a multi-talented player. He continues to develop his drive to the basket.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. Free throw drops from
the 2017 Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond's biggest advancements have really come on the offensive end.
That one is no good. And so it's Los Angeles, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man, get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
A lot of what we saw is the evolution of Leonard as the number 1 option. He's now entrusted in that role. He thrives in it. Almost every play, you want to get him at least a touch. And the defensive end, forget about it. No need to talk about that, Ernie. No need.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
And now with this to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
We welcome you back with a view of the 110 freeway cutting right through downtown Los Angeles. Never a shortage of traffic on that stretch of road. Continues here on 2K Sports. Curry has been sensational.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Here's Beverly. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Paul George. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Back to Beverly. Three-pointer on the way. And the ball goes down. Last touch by Beverly. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
Russell passes to McKinney. Cauley-Stein kicks to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Curry's shot is off.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect it to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Beverly. To the paint. And a lot of contact on that one. Shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The free throw drops for Zubac. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Golden State, they trail by 16. No good with the triple. And for the Clippers, they're shooting a superb 63% from the field. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Green gets it to go.
Game plan tonight, get Draymond a lot of touches, and he has been up to the challenge.
And there's the pass to Zubac. Shamet. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Outside, Russell. Here's...
And you love how Russell keeps his eyes up, rarely misses a guy when he's free.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Leonard inside, guarded by Green. Green against Leonard. Over Green. Tries again. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Curry gets the bucket.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
This was all sparked by their defense. They got some stops, and they did it in a hurry.
Drops in the tray. 8 points for him.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Second is Paul George.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Got a piece of it, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Green draws the double, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. Clippers leading by 11. Pass to Zubac. Beverly against Curry. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Some changes for Golden State. Kevon Looney comes in for Cauley-Stein. And it's Burks in for Russell. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Curry against Beverly. 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Curry. That's for him. NBA wants to keep things competitive, and one way to do that was to make some changes, Steve, to the draft lottery odds. Do you think it'll be enough?
You know, I think it's the right call for them. I think the bottom three teams all have the same odds for the top three spots now. And it'll be much more even to distribute the odds for the back half of the lottery.
At this point, feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy, double-digit lead, and still putting it on them.
Looney kicks to McKinney. Passes it to Curry. No good on the three.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's George missing. Warriors trail by 13. Burks with it. Pass to McKinney. Now Curry. And the pass to Green. Shoots over Leonard. And the Warriors miss again.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
For Los Angeles, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And he knocks down the first one.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
He hits both from the stripe.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. This is to Beverly. Kicks to Leonard. 11 feet away. 2 points. That goes. Leonard's got 20.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
Pass to Burks. I'm here. Shot's good by McKinney. McKinney's got 9 points.
They might be behind, but you can't blame him. He has been spectacular so far in this one.
Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Livingston. And he converts the layup. 24 points for Leonard.
Talented, opportunistic. When Leonard gets hot, it can last for long stretches.
McKinney kicks to Livingston. Inside, 5 to shoot. Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
Nice to see Looney getting involved with the slam there. An athletic player who provides some muscle for them around the rim.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that falls for Looney. Clippers leading by 14. Beverly finds Leonard. Lets a floater go. That one goes. Count it. Leonard's got 26 points.
I like the poise here from Leonard. Doesn't need to take it all the way. Just drops it over the top.
Outside, Green. Golden State moving it around. Burks against Green. Burks can't get it to go. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 13-5 run. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And now let's take a moment to check stats for Green. Great showing for him last season. 7th in assists and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Here's Magruder. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Patterson kicks to Leonard. Again, the Clippers.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Pass to McKinney. Here's Green. The second chance effort. And the layup is good. McKinney's got 11 points.
I love the effort there. Refuses to give up on that play.
Their passes to Green. It's stolen by Livingston. Now the pass to McKinney. Back to Livingston. That's tipped. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. Big dunk at the end of the break.
Such a hounding defender. Beverly timing the steal and initiating the break.
And so it's Livingston bringing it up now for Golden State. It's an 18-point game. And Patrick Beverly last season excited for a bigger role on the Clippers, but knee surgery wiped out his season.
Yeah, and he's in the final year of his contract, Kevin. A lot as he hopes to earn a significant raise from a salary that's been one of the league's best bargains.
Back to Livingston. Back to Green. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And the Clippers call time here. And the post-up game losing favor around the NBA, Steve. But for point guard Sean Livingston, that's his bread and butter.
First, he has a size advantage most every night. And then he loves to get down there in the block. He has the vision to punish teams for trying to dig or double team him when he's scoring.
Some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Patterson. Reese Harkless comes in for Leonard. And it's Williams in for Rodney Magruder. The Warriors also with a sub. Robinson's checked in. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Feeds it to Williams. Outside, Green. Now here's Beverly. 6 points for him. 4 on the shot clock. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Beverly's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Beverly's showing he can make things happen off the bounce.
Livingston kicks to Robinson. Inside, Green lays it up and banks it in. Green's got 20 points.
That's how you run the pick and roll, especially with Draymond Green. Such a good decision maker in those situations.
Outside Williams. Here's the 3. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc.
Back to Livingston. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Warriors. Russell comes in for Burks. On the free throw, no good.
Livingston is a very reliable free throw shooter, coming in with a career average of almost 80%.
And here's Beverly. 8 points for him. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from 3-point range. Warriors trail by 19. Russell with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark. Russell against Williams. Over in the corner, Harkless. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Harkless has got 12.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Now here's Livingston. He's covered closely. Green with the ball. 20 points for him. Right wing. Livingston finds Robinson. Poked away. And they're pushing it up. Gets 14 points for him. 6 points for him. Pass to Robinson. A minute 20 left in the third. Outside, Russell. Shot clock at 6. Over Williams. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And checking out some stats for D'Angelo Russell. How he did last season. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches. This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Outside Robinson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 8th assist in the game. Here's Beverly. He's got 8. 40 seconds left in the third. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
And that's what sets Green apart. The ability to space the floor from the power forward or center position.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Livingston. Extended by Beverly. Livingston, no luck. Outside Williams. Over Russell. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And nice hustle by Russell, trying to make himself into more of a two-way player.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Thanks for being with us as we get going here once again. A preview of the upcoming NBA season ahead. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. We've got Russell. Robinson is out there with Green. Then it's Curry. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center position.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second 3 of this half. 3rd of the night.
Pass to George. Fader on the way. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Here's Robinson, and it's blocked.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And this is his shot. You give him that much space, you're asking for trouble.
And the problem is you're already way behind. Obviously, your closeouts are ineffective. You're in trouble.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
How do you defend him on pick and rolls? He can knock down the jump shot, and if you take that away, he is comfortable of passing the basketball to the open guy.
Kicks it to George. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that? versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But you also give those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
And the basket is good.
Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
Clippers leading by 22. Robinson kicks to George. It's blocked. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Curry's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
Throw good, Paul George. And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. And George drops them both. You hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are averaging, these numbers, and players look around, and the players you're saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because there are a lot of times these numbers are found in when the game is decided, and a lot of times on bad teams you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get a chance to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanation.
How about his aggressiveness from 3? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits his second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
Curry passes to McKinney. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Early eyes by Curry. Sees the play developing. Knows where he wants to go with the ball.
Williams against Curry. From 13, the shot is good off the backboard. 18 points for Williams.
It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket.
Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. A bit of minutes have passed here in the fourth. Curry against Williams. 6 on the shot. Left side Curry over Williams. That one a little long.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 32 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And the wide open shot from Green. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
He's pretty good at catch and shoot. He's feeling it right now.
George looking over the floor. Outside Williams. Well, Steve, we've just the first year where we saw legislation from the NBA about resting players. How do you feel about the new rules so far?
I like them. I love that when you start to see these teams that was resting players on national televised games. But I think overall, just resting players. I think our contract says that we play 82 games unless you're injured. And if a guy is injured, you understand. But I love the new rules that was implemented.
I agree. Here's Robinson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rodney McGruder comes in for Williams. Burks, he's checked in for Golden State. Robinson hits them both. Clippers leading by 23. Shamet guarded by Kerr. And now, Steve, of the jersey-sponsored insignias and patches that has become a reality in the NBA. Any thoughts on that so far?
I guess, Kevin, because I'm old school, I don't like seeing it on the jerseys. I like the clean look. I would love to see it on their warm-up jerseys. You know, obviously their warm-up jackets and pants. I just don't like seeing it on the jersey. But I don't think I'm going to win this one, Kevin. I think they are here to stay. I think they might even add more sponsors on jerseys.
Yeah, the look they like is the look of money. Money, that's a good look.
That's the look
they get from those sponsorships, right? And the Warriors making a change here. McKinney's checked in. And the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They double-team Kerr. Here's Burks. Lays it up off the glass.
That was a great pass once the double team came over. He hit the wide open man perfectly.
Here's McGruder. Zubac finds George. Shoots over Curry. And the Clippers miss again.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Green with the ball. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 5. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. And George kicks to Zubac. Basketball Hall of Fame that is shared among all basketball organizations, Steve. Do you think there should be an NBA Hall of Fame?
You know, Kevin, I do. I mean, I love the way we've done it, and obviously it's been successful. But, you know, the Basketball Hall of Fame is your entire body of work. And I think sometimes we don't understand that that's from high school, college level into the NBA. Whereas, you know, there's some guys are making it because of that, and there's some guys getting slighted because of that. So I do think one day we should just have the NBA Hall of Fame, just like the NFL.
Shamet. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Green, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Steph Curry is the face of the Warriors franchise, but you ask around, Draymond Green is the leader in that locker room. He's vocal, plays with an attitude, and his competitive spirit rubs off on the whole team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Green. Well, Green really the heart and soul of this Warriors team.
He brings an edge and a toughness that they need. The others are more quiet. He's not afraid to challenge anyone. That's just his nature.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Rodney McGruder. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Golden State. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
and a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. He kicks it to Green. West has been the dominant conference of late. It's been that way for a while, but out east, Steve, we're seeing the development of some great young rosters.
Yeah, over time, and obviously you see the balance of conferences go one way or other. When you have teams that just dominate and win championship, usually you'll see that lopsidedness, and that's in the West right now. But on the East, I mean, that team, the Boston Celtics, we all can say if they're healthy, they got a chance to be in that conversation. You love the youth of the Philadelphia 76ers. And in Milwaukee, they need to add another player to go with Giannis, and they'll have a chance to be talked about as well.
Good overview. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him. Now here's Leonard. Outside, George. Zubac's the pass to Leonard. High post try. That one wide left. Warriors trail by 19. Outside Curry. Outside Russell. He dishes it to Green. From 13. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And something Russell did well in college, scoring off the pick and roll.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Over Green. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. 34 points for Leonard.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. You know, Patrick Beverly, first team all-defense, Smitty back in 2017. He gets right in your chest. He is a tenacious defender.
He's hard-nosed. He's fearless, not just in your jersey. He wants to get under your skin.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Taking on the defending champs always adds a little extra meaning to the game. And with the way he's gotten after it tonight, it was clear this one meant a lot to him. Poke loose. Green finds Russell. Here's McKinney, defended by George. 6 to shoot. On its way from Curry for 2, and it's good off the back rim and in. Curry's got 10 points in the quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Clippers leading by 17. And here's Beverly. Now the Warriors. Here's McKinney. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got 7 rebounds in the game. George passes to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. And it's George missing. Warriors trail by 17. Curry with a wide open look. From outside off the mark. Green. Outside Leonard. Leonard, no luck. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Looney's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Curry. And so Russell hits them both. We know a lot of NBA players take how they've been rated in a video game, Steve, personally. You've made digital appearances during your career. Did you ever have any issues with the ratings?
No, I didn't. And I think now these players that grew up in this generation with video games, so yes, they take it personally. They understand, and they're playing these games while they're in the NBA. So a lot of them, just like when the media is all over them, they want to have a say-so on how good they are, even in a video game.
Warriors trail by 17. Livingston with it. The pass to McKinney. Outside, Russell. Shot clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. That one off the back iron and out.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
And there's the feed to Patterson. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Green kicks to Patterson. Over to the wing. Here's Magruder. He's guarded by Russell. Magruder, that's good. And the Clippers lead by 20.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps up this first game of the NBA preseason. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.